12? You were 12? And why did you leave Mexico? Why did your family leave Mexico?
They wanted better lives for us.
Okay. And you said you're from
Tampico.
Tampico?
Raised in Matamoros.
And so a better life meaning?
Actually, I was better in Mexico than here.
What did you guys do in Mexico?
I didn't have to do nothing. There was in front of my house there was a restaurant and we eat there every day.
What did your parents do for a living?
My mom used to work for the company that makes paper bags.
Both your parents or just your dad?
Just my mom. And my dad used to work for. He used to migrate to Oklahoma. He used to be a chef in Holiday Inn.
And he worked there seasonally?
No, he worked. I mean, all the time.
He was there year round?
Yeah.
And send money home?
He would send us money, and he would like on the holidays, he would try to drive all the way over there to Matamoros because we used to live there.
Wow.
And we used to own a store in Matamoros.
So a question here is, why did you choose Oregon? But before Oregon, your mom said you worked in Texas?
Me or?
The family.
Yeah. I worked with, for the past 18 years, I worked with mental retarded kids and handicapped.
Where?
In Texas.
Oh, in Texas. For 18 years?
When I met her, I was working for the school.
Here?
When I met her,
In Texas?
I was in Texas working.
Yeah, she was coming back and forth.
Oh, I see. And so your mom said something about going to Minnesota. What did you guys do in Minnesota?
I didn't go because I didn't like working over there.
Cold?
No, because I didn't like to be walking, and like I hate walking. Until this point, I hate walking.
And what did your mom do there?
They went to do they used to hoe the fields, you know.
And your father too, or just who would go?
Everybody else went except for me.
you.
I stayed in school when they went to.
So you stayed in Texas. So when you got here, you were 12 years old. When you got to the United States, you were 12 years old.
And they started. Well, as soon as we got there, we started working.
And that's why you were better in Mexico, because you weren't working in Mexico.
Yeah.
And here, you got here, you're 12, and they put you to work right away. Well, this was meant for her mom.
Yeah, for like your mom. She felt like to be Mexican and her experiences.
Okay.
And then we went to New York. We started working in the cabbage over there, and the pickles, and
in the fields.
In the fields.
So you guys were migrants. You went from place to place wherever the harvest was. So
they will hire us in Texas.
And send you from Texas to other places?
From Texas, they will hire us to go to New York the first time. And then from there, we started going all the time. And that's where, I started learning that if I know more things, I was going to get a better job and everything.
So, when you came to the United States, obviously the culture was different. How did you feel about, being in another country where the culture is so different?
I really didn't. I was small. I was only 12. For me, it was like I started 6th grade or something like that, or 5th grade when I was there.
So how did it feel like? Did you ever?
When you first came to the United States, did you know how to speak English? So was there anything that happened during that time you came up here that you had a hard time with the language?
We wanted to eat, but we didn't know English.
So you went to McDonald's because it was familiar.
How did you order?
It was real hard.
Did you have trouble with getting employment because you didn't know English at the time too?
No, but we didn't have to work. It was just the summer, and my dad, my mom, they were gonna go to work.
I'm gonna ask you another question. Do you think it's important to learn English?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Where's the bathroom?
Right here.
Straight. I know. I mean, you need to. I mean, if you have a chance that you want to go to school, I mean, go, man, because it's very hard. Life is very hard here. If you don't know how to use your head,
In what way is it hard?
it's hard because I mean, they won't. A lot of people won't hire you if you don't know any English. And like when I came to Oregon, I mean, I came and I started working, and right away, because I knew the two languages already. I started working for Townsend Farms, and the owner there, he was like, he wanted me to be aggressive with the employees to tell them bad words or something like that. I said, no, I'm not like that. Me in my house, we don't say bad words. And he was like, boy, if you're not gonna talk to them like I want to, you're gonna be fired. I said, you know what? I don't care. Fire me. I said, well, you fired. And then he followed me. He said, you know what? But you can't live in my house if you're not gonna work for me. I said, fine. So I called my brother. I said, can you come pick me up because I just quit or I just got fired. I don't know what happened, but I'm not working here no more. So he picked me up and he said, well, come and live in my house. So I went and live in his house.
Your brother's? You were living in your boss's house?
Yeah.
And what was your job?
I was a supervisor for the company there, for the strawberry company.
Experience was like racist, that you got fired because you weren't going to use bad words on the employees were Mexican, right?
Yeah.
So do you think if you had been white that you would have gotten different treatment?
Maybe. And he was like, he would be like that with all the Mexican people. He wanted for us just to be a, you know, I don't know what, but like for us that we knew English and Spanish, he would not tell my mom, but he would think about person being a supervisor or general manager, they couldn't see it. And the guy that was in charge of that company used to work with me at the Scenic Food, and he became the general manager for the whole company. So when he got the job over there, he said, you want to work for me? I said, yeah. So just quit there, man. Come over here with me. People didn't like me because I was his assistant, and they couldn't see it. I said, why are you getting these Mexicans? I'm a Mexican, but you know what? I'm
You're
very
Mexican
smart.
and a woman.
And I'm very smart, smarter than you guys. Because if you guys were smart, you guys got this job already a long time ago.
Not yet. You fix that.
I will fix them. And then my boss said, you know what? I'm not gonna hire nobody else. I'm just gonna keep you, and you can be my assistant. That's where I went from Scenic to Steinfield's, because my boss knew that I knew how to do a lot of stuff.
And how old were you at that time when you moved from Dina?
That was already, I think, about 21. When I started working at the two places, going from one place to another.
That's incredible.
I made that year at the Steinfield's like $54,000.
And so when did you quit?
In the summer,
Did you quit?
3 months. I quit. I didn't like it. It was too. I see that there was racism there.
What was the community like when you arrived here in Oregon? And how has it changed? So, remember what it was like when you first started coming, and how has it changed, to where you're at now? You didn't try this.
I think
They're cold now. They're not as good.
I think from the beginning to right now, it's before there was a lot of Mexican people. I mean, there's more right now, but at the beginning there's a lot of people, but there was not enough people that can help them in anything that they needed. There was no people like that to help them. Yeah, there's a lot of places that you can ask them for help.
And did you take part of that? Were you
People come here, they ask me that they're hungry and they don't have the house because they didn't have money to. Yeah, they're from place feed. They eat free here on the weekends.
Where's Sherry?
Wow.
And it's like, and I feel so sad and to see like a 14-year-old, a 12. But last time I took people to my house and they stole from me, so that's experience that I don't want to do no more. I have a humongous house, and I also take care of foster kids. Vending machine company also, because it's real. The money is not enough, you know. So I have people helping me, working for me on the side. Very easy.
So the new generation after yours, they don't want to do anything.
All generation, you know, they don't want to do nothing.
Why do you think it's like that now?
I think because they have the government has a lot of power on these kids now. Like before, when I was in school, when I would get in a fight in school, they will hit us with a
SWAT.
yeah. This is in school.
You ever get to experience that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did, and I was real bad when I was in junior high. And now you can't even do nothing. As soon as you tell them, oh, I'm gonna call the police. Even I have a little kid, a 4-year-old. You hit me, I'm gonna call police.
Yeah.